would like to address this question. Do penny stock shareholders fall in love with the stock, or they are just focused? And the reason for this question is because a lot of people are so sticky with this particular stock. I've seen people who rode stocks from $1 to 5 cents, from 40 cents to 0.04, losing 90% or more of the value. Are these guys crazy penny stock investors? Or there are two views that I can suggest in this situation. From my observation, a lot of these penny stock investors have had one windfall in the past. In other words, they have experienced the crazy profits from penny stocks that can be 50, 100, or even more than 100 times. They have turned 1,000 into 100,000 or 500,000. So that's the background of many of the penny stock investors, especially during the lithium boom 2016 to 2020. Many of these penny stock investors made money because the high tide lifted almost all the boats. So the question is, are penny stock investors in love with a particular stock? Once they have experienced that kind of windfall, I have observed that many of these penny stock investors are actually very savvy. They know that one stock, if it makes a discovery, whether that is mineral or some kind of drug that will cure a serious illness, they made a lot of money. So they are very focused. It looks like they are in love with the stock, because how can someone with sanity, with soundness of mind, ride a stock from $1 to 10 cents? Well, the truth is that the share price of a stock, of a company, doesn't reflect the value. Sometimes the drug is progressing, tests are progressing, but the market doesn't look at it that way. The market is sleeping on it. But these penny stock investors are on top of their game. They are aware of everything that's happening in the company. They monitor all these tests. Even if it takes sometimes 6 months or 1 year, they would monitor the progress, and they have passion for it. And that is their nature. They stick to 1 or 2 stocks. They don't even look at runners on the stock market. They are very, very focused. So from an outsider's point of view, they seem to be in love. They seem to have been infatuated even with the stock. I'll give you an example. Some people bought Liontown Resources way back when it was listed in 2007. Liontown Resources have explored in Africa, other regions, and various parts of Australia on different minerals like vanadium, gold, copper. And then, not until 2018 or 2017 that they pick up this lithium project. But some of these people who have bought shares in Liontown Resources in 2007 at 20 cents just followed the company all those years. It's now 2024, and many are still in that company invested. And they turned that company into a $10 million company into $7 billion in 2022. So, where are these investors now? They are still with the company. Another example is Pilbara Minerals. Pilbara Minerals was 1 penny, literally a penny stock in 2014, as late as June. So that's also 7 years after they were founded in 2007. But their share price went from 1 penny to $5.80 in 2022. So anyone holding $1,000 worth of stock in 2022, or 2014, has turned that into 580,000. And many of these investors way back in 2014, 15, 16 are still with Pilbara Minerals. They see that as their retirement stock. Of course, many of the people have left the company, have sold their stocks. So the point I'm saying is that some investors chase all sort of stocks. There's always huge best gainers in the Australian Stock Exchange or any stock exchange. Every day there's a penny stock that rises 40, 100, 200% almost every day. But these penny stock investors who have experience in making a windfall do not chase every runner. They will stick to something that they know. They will monitor all the investments. They will even camp at the outside the office of the company and see if someone is working overtime. There might be an announcement the coming week. That's the sort of passion or focus some penny stock investors have. So although they look like they've been in love, they've been infatuated with that stock from an outsider's point of view, when you look at it more intimately, you have that opportunity to observe these penny stock investors. They're actually people who know what they are doing, and that is why it's very important to make those observations. It's very important to invest $500 and take the time to learn all this by observing and by monitoring these companies. I can cite dozens of stocks that have investors like that, penny stock investors, but they just made that decision to monitor this company and support it until it makes a breakthrough or discovery. I hope that was helpful. I'll see you in the other videos.